Morning, everyone. It's Monday morning at 8:23. It's the 21st of March, and this is your pre-opening comment, and it is video number 1196. Okay, Asia is slightly lower. Europe is slightly higher. Uh, More talk about the new strain of COVID being more transmissible again, but less likely to make people sick for a number of reasons. Excuse me, most of which is people who have already had it, people have been boosted on their vaccines, etc. So we'll see how that works out. Um, the 10-year, which closed around 214, was trading 218, has now popped up to 2.2%. What's interesting there is that the 5 and 7 are also within a hair of that. And that concerns me because it's an extreme flattening of the yield curve. Okay, Boeing is down about $12 or 6% on the news that they had a 737 crash into the side of a mountain in southern China. It is not a 737 MAX because although those are allowed to be flew, sorry, those are allowed to be flown. They are not in service in China. The stock was down about 8%, now is down right around 6%, about $11.50. Nielsen declines a private equity takeover bid of 24.50. The stock, which last week went from 17 to 25 and change, and closed 24.43, right under that bid, is now $20, down $4 and change. Um, the UK is talking about having an embargo against Russian oil. Excuse me, I don't know what's taken them so long, but it is. Anaplan, PLAN, being bought, a $66 bid. The stock is currently trading $64.90. That's up $14.31 or 28% on that bid. And CVX is having there's a strike at a refinery in the San Francisco area. So we'll see how that plays out. I really don't expect it to be much of a big deal. The Dow at about 7:30, quarter to 8, when I started, was down about 72, and that was primarily Boeing. Nasdaq was down about 17, and the S&P was roughly unchanged, down one, up one. Right now, the Dow is showing down 100. The S&P is down about $5, and the Nasdaq is down about $30. As far as the this market, there are still people who are steadfastly going with buy the dip. Um, I have a problem with that because I have a problem with last week. Um, Even in the best and strongest of bull markets, moves of 8% in the NASDAQ, 5.5% in the Dow, those are outsized moves. And I know that most rallies start with short covering, but I think that this one is even more of a short covering rally. I think that buying the dips for a trade is interesting and can be very profitable. Not so much investing on these dips. So I think that we've had a very sharp, very fast rally, and I can't imagine that we are not going to give back some of it. Um, Grains higher, the wheat substantially higher. Uh, wheat up 32 3/4 is just under limit up, and it looks like we've been there already anyway. Um, Oil up 419. We had a bit of a some sort of an attack from Yemen on a Saudi refinery. They say it's not having much of an impact. We'll have to see. Gold is down $4. Was down about $11. I know Dennis was looking at the 1900 level. Copper is down 7 cents. That's an economic issue, and silver is up a nickel. So nothing overwhelming there either. Um, as I said, we're back to the downside in all the stock futures. The dollar is slightly higher, up a dime. Bitcoin and Ethereum both lower, and the bonds lower by almost a point. And that's what we're seeing in that 220 yield on the 10 year. All right, everyone. Be careful out there. This is a tough market, and it's really nice to have the rally. It's hard to judge last week's volume because it was a quadruple expiration on Friday, and that generally pumps it up. But the volume was 8 billion on Friday, which is roughly 2/3 higher than it has been recently. All right, everyone. I'll be back later.